Syft Home and Oversight section, which you can find over here, are particularly useful if your organization has several entities, such as a group or several franchises. However, these tools can be just as useful if you have one entity, as you can create segments for various divisions on Syft, as you then get an overall view of each division's performance. Every so often, it's a good idea to go to the doctor to check up on your health. Over time, you may experience blood pressure issues or high cholesterol. And so when you go to the doctor, he'll probably take a blood pressure test or a blood test and do some other tests to assess how healthy you are and to identify any health issues so that they can treat them before it's too late. And it's the same with your business. You want to make sure that your business is healthy, but you can't really do a blood test on your business. No. But what you can do is use Syft's health section, because that's the equivalent of taking your business for a checkup. It uses some key metrics that measure the health of your business to give you a health status so that you can identify any issues with your business's health and address them quickly. So let's go and see how it works.
Oversight consists of a variety of views that are at your disposal. Each view has a list of all the entities you have on Syft and gives you specific key information that helps you get a sense of how well each entity is doing in that view category. With Oversight, you can keep tabs on the important metrics in your organization using one of three set views. Financial. Track financial metrics across all your entities with a financial score and a focus on key metrics. Sort by any metric and create filters to view subsets of data. Consolidations. Navigate information about all your consolidations, including the underlying entities and key metrics for each of these, as well as how your consolidation is performing as a whole. Change between a table view and a hierarchy view to get a clear picture of the composition of the group entity. The hierarchy view gives you a clear sense of the group in its entirety and even accommodates groups of groups. Review. Narrow in on the data quality and anomaly detection across all your entities, including the review status, unreconciled transactions, duplicate accounts, and duplicate contacts. Sort by any metric and create filters to view subsets of data. Review columns are set to show 1 year of data by default. Navigate to Review at the top of the page by clicking on Review. The Review tab allows you to assess data quality and assists with anomaly detection across all of your entities. You are able to see the review status, unreconciled transactions, duplicate accounts, and duplicate contacts for each of your entities, as well as any column metrics you have added. You can add a column to the Review tab by selecting the plus icon, Add Column, where you can select between categories of financials, KPI scorecards, chart of accounts, sales, review, transaction types, and connections. You are also able to add more than one metric at a time. You can specify the decimal points. Then select Add, and the metrics you have chosen will appear as new columns to the right-hand side of the table. You are also able to reorder metrics by selecting the Reorder button, where you can drag a column to reorder it. You can then click on Done when you have finished reordering. Clicking on the column heading names sorts the metrics. You are able to click on the filter next to the heading names, where you can filter for an entity in the Entity column, or filter for values in the Metrics columns. Clicking on the three dots next to the metric column name allows you to rename the metric or delete the column entirely. In the Review tab, you are not able to select a variety of views as in the Financial and Consolidations tabs. This is because review columns are set to show 1 year of data by default. Because there are no prior period views, you are not able to toggle on or off the Show Trend arrows in the Show button. In the Show button, you are able to toggle on or off showing an entity's last refresh time, which will appear underneath the entity name in the Entity column. Don't forget that you can change the period that you are looking at by adjusting the Universal Date selector at the top. You can also set this Review Oversight tab as a default by clicking on the star button next to the heading. You are also able to download the Review tab by clicking on the Download button, which allows you to download to PDF, Word, Excel, or send a PDF to Slack or Teams. A red dot will appear on the Save button, reminding you to save any changes you have made. The Review function within the Oversight feature is useful for numerous reasons. It identifies mistakes before they become problems. The core purpose of the Review function is to detect anomalies, errors, and potential issues in your financial data before they make their way into reports, forecasts, or strategic decisions. This proactive approach saves countless hours of troubleshooting later. This function also goes beyond simple checks, looking for issues across various aspects of your data and flagging anything that deviates from normal patterns. Furthermore, the Review function can act as an early warning system for potential fraudulent behavior. This tool also allows you to quickly pinpoint which entities require immediate attention for data cleanup. The ability to combine review columns with people and tags in Oversight means you can assign data review tasks to specific team members and track their progress. This creates a clear, accountable workflow for maintaining data quality across your practice or organization. Ultimately, the quality of your financial reports, forecasts, and analyses hinges on the quality of your underlying data. The review function ensures that the data you're working with is accurate, leading to more trustworthy and actionable insights. For accounting firms, the review function enables you to provide more confident and valuable advisory services. By presenting clients with clean, accurate data, you build trust and can focus on strategic decisions rather than debating data discrepancies.